Right here in the second row.
Yeah, just kind of heading into the season, it's year 3 under Drinkwitz. How do you guys feel like you are as far as, meeting where you want to be,
Yeah.
Heading into this year?
Yeah, so like you said, year 3 under Drinkwitz, this is the year to go. It's time to, it's my senior year, so for me, there's no time like the present. I've really been teaching urgency to the team this year, just because I'm out of time, So, yeah, so I'm just really looking forward to just competing every day and just trying to just take it one day at a time, if that makes sense, and get the job done.
Okay, we'll go to your left here on the second row.
Hey, Martez, earlier you mentioned, obviously frustration from the past 2 seasons, hitting that 500 mark or just above that 500 mark. How do you kind of keep that good mindset of, okay, we're going to get there, we're building this, and, have that good mindset into your senior year?
Yeah, I feel like the best way that I can go about keeping that mindset is just nothing else matters than the present, I would say. Last year doesn't matter, nobody cares anymore. Next year doesn't matter, so it just all depends on this year, and I'm just trying to keep that faith alive and preach that faith into our team. I don't really need to preach it because they all believe it. We know that our time is coming. We just keep chopping wood and carrying water till it's here, so, yeah.
Go back here to your right on the second row.
We're about a year into, when the NIL rules went into effect and everything. How have you seen that, or do you think it's kind of changed the game at all, and how so?
Yeah, it's definitely changed the game. I will not say for better or for worse, but it's a money game now. That's the best way to put it. Whoever has the most money is going to get the best players. Sadly, it used to be, you guys might not know, but I'm from Columbia. Went to high school, middle school there. So it used to be about what team meant something to you, in my opinion. Columbia, the Tigers obviously meant something to me being from there. I feel like now it's kind of about what team's going to give you the best NIL contract, and I hopefully that doesn't make the game lose its integrity and make college football lose what's special about it, but only time will tell.
We'll stay here on the left, second row.
Well, kind of going off that, what do you think it is about Mizzou and the program and Drinkwitz specifically? You guys have so many guys who have stayed through so much, right?
Yeah.
What do you think it is about this program and about him that have really kept you guys so uncommon now in college football?
Yeah, I just feel like even more than Coach Drinkwitz, it's the community there in Columbia. Once you're in it, you're kind of in it for life, and we see a lot of transfers, come in and out. So I kind of, all the guys who are here with me today, me, Isaiah, and Barrett, we all committed here. We all, are all seniors now. So I love seeing guys who stick it out through the thick and thin and, try to do what they said they were going to do when they signed that paper back in, for me, 2019. So that's my goal, and I'm not very high on leaving jobs unfinished. So, I'm trying to get the job done.
We'll stay to the left here.
During your time at Mizzou, there's been a lot of changes coaching-wise on the defense. How do you adjust to that in the offseason and just make sure come game time that you're ready for the new scheme of things?
Yeah, I have had 3 defensive coordinators in 4 years, which can be very frustrating because right when you feel like you got it, they're gone, So I feel like Coach Drink did a great job this year by kind of letting us be a part of that hiring process and let them know what we were looking for. And one thing that we preached, because if you look at our games from last year, like the last 5 games, we like completely different defense than we did the first 5 games. So one thing that we really harped on was trying to keep something that was similar. And I think that Coach Baker has done a good job about that, even adding his own things, but still we have stuff that are kind of similar, so it's easier for us to pick up so we can play fast. And for me personally, I just look at it as opportunity. There's only so many defenses in the world, so hopefully one day when I'm playing at the next level, me having 3 defensive coordinators will play to my favor because one of them will run something similar to what it is, and I can refer back to that year to help me learn the playbook faster. So, yeah.
Is it a matter of pride to you how much you've been on the field while you've been at Mizzou?
Yeah, it's a big matter of pride. I tell people all the time, when I was in 8th grade, a freshman, you would look at me and not think that I would be playing SEC football. So it's more of a pride thing for myself because, I was one of the few people who believed that about myself, believed that I could be here today. And now that I am, I don't take it for granted. I just try to keep working and, try to leave a legacy that some former Mizzou greats have left so that one day when I do come back here, not only does the community know me, but the school remembers me and remembers the things that I did for this university.
What have you gotten out of your career so far at the state that you really like, and what more can you achieve?
Oh, man, being at Mizzou, I've really learned how to be a people person. I've learned how to talk to people, all different types of people. I learned how to bite my tongue sometimes, even when I don't want to, which is a part of growing up. It's things that I can carry on me forever, and I'll forever be a proud Tiger alumni.
Right here in the front row.
AP Stidham, WHEP, Foley, Alabama. Martez, do you enjoy talking to the receivers when you're guarding them? Is that something that's part of your game? And
Yeah.
who are some of the better receivers returning in the conference that you'll face?
So personally, I am kind of a defense talker, if that makes sense. Like, I talk to people if they talk to me. I don't just come for anybody. I respect players. There's a lot of great players in this conference. You're asking best receivers I played against or best receivers that are here currently? Currently. I'm not going to lie. All the best ones kind of left last year. Some names like Wanda Robinson. There's a bunch of guys who are really good. I would say one of the best receivers, best person catching the ball this season who isn't even a receiver is Brock Bowers. I guarded him last year, and that kid is special, and he's going to be really good in this conference, and I look forward to guarding him again this year.
Question here on the right, second row.
Are you in competition with Drinkwitz on who's got the best, the better fit, who's got the better shoes?
No, I'm not. I just let him do his thing, and then I try to do my thing. We both have our little thing. I just say thing a lot. Sorry. Nah, I'm not. I just do something more.
Okay, to your left again.
Obviously, Drinkwitz, has such a personality, so witty. We see it here every year. What is it about his personality? Is it kind of the same way with you guys? And,
Yeah.
What is it about his personality?
I feel like I really respect and appreciate Coach Drinkwitz because he's himself at all times. I've had a lot of coaches in the past who are one way in front of us, and they get in front of the media. They're the stern coach. It's like, okay, that's not you, But Drink is always him. I just said in my last interview, he's dad joke central. He makes some pretty bad jokes sometimes, but he's got to giggle because he's, the head coach. But whatever. But I just really appreciate that he's always himself and that, he really cares about us and he's going to do what's best for us. And, it's us against the world and not the team and the coach against each other, if that makes sense.
Any other questions? We have a really good talker here. Okay, we'll stay on the right-hand side.
What signs have you seen they've given you confidence that you guys are going to take another step this year?
Yeah. Some signs that I've seen, we have 8 returning starters on defense. In every position where we don't have a returning starter, we got a transfer who's played a lot of ball. So, we got a lot of experience on this team. And also with the transfer portal, our team is more competitive than ever. There's not one position that isn't competitive, and everybody is striving to get that starting job, which is going to make everybody else better. So I feel like that's a positive that I'm looking forward to, just the unknowns of who's going to show up late in camp and win a starting job, and the unknowns of who's going to step up and be a leader when stuff gets tough and it's 102 degrees outside,
Front row here.
Martez, what gives you the most difficulty guarding somebody that's very fast or very physical, and how do you manage both?
I feel like that it all depends on your film study. I like to look at certain players. If I'm guarding somebody who is very fast, then I may play a yard deeper just so I can be more protected against a deep ball. If I'm playing somebody that's very physical, I might play off instead of press coverage so that they can't be physical. They won't be able to get their hands on me until the ball is thrown. At that point, it's too late. That's just something that I focus on throughout the week, just looking at certain receivers, how they stand, if they fix their gloves. If they fix their gloves before a play, they let me know it's a pass play, stuff like that, so, yeah.
Any last questions? Okay, got another one here to your left.
Do you guys have a mark where you feel like maybe that's the next step has been hit for this season? Is it a bowl game? Is it, a certain number of wins, or what is that mark for you guys?
I feel like we do have a mark, but I also feel like that we've had a mark every year I've been at Mizzou. So I feel like we've done a good job this year of just trying not to worry about the future and just taking one game at a time, and just focus on the practice that we're on, the day that we're on, and hopefully us doing the same thing repetitively will lead us to a great season.
Last question over here.
We talked a little bit earlier about the kind of uncommonness of people staying in the same spot right now with the transfer portal. What is it like for you about Mizzou that made you stay here?
So I've lived in Columbia since I was in the 8th grade. So, my pastors are here, my teachers, my doctors, all type of stuff. I just love it, and I haven't been put in a hard situation where I had to decide if I wanted to leave. My family is there. If I ever get homesick and want a home-cooked meal, my parents live 5 minutes away from me. So, it's something I can be in my little sister's life who's in the 1st grade. I can take her to go to Sky Zone or something, or even take my younger brothers who are in middle school just to go work out and teach them some things that I didn't know when I was their age. So just stuff like that it was a no-brainer for me to stay here, and I'm just so happy to finally be a senior.
Great job. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Martez.